What if everything you have been told about getting rich is wrong? What if wealth has nothing to do with working harder, saving every penny, or waiting for fortunate circumstances? Over 100 years ago, a man named Wallace D. Wattles discovered something extraordinary. He found that becoming rich is not a matter of chance or circumstance. It is a science. A precise, repeatable formula that anyone can follow, regardless of where they begin. The wealthy have known this secret for generations, passing it down quietly while the rest of the world struggles. In this audiobook, you are about to discover the exact principles that have created millionaires for over a century. These are not theories or motivational filler. These are the actual laws of wealth that determine how money flows into your life. And once you understand them, everything changes. You will never look at money the same way again. Because the truth is, you do not chase wealth, you attract it. And Wallace D. Wattles is about to show you precisely how. Science 1. You deserve to be rich. You deserve to be rich. Read that again. You deserve to be rich. Not just comfortable, not just getting by, actually wealthy. And if anyone has ever made you feel guilty for wanting money, they lied to you. The desire for wealth is the most natural thing in the world. It is your soul calling you to live fully. Money is not evil. Money is freedom. It is the ability to eat nourishing food, to live in a beautiful home, to travel anywhere you want, to give your children the finest education, to help people you love, to support causes that matter. Money allows you to develop your mind, body, and spirit without restriction. When you want wealth, you are not being greedy. You are answering a deep call to become everything you are meant to be. Nobody can reach their full potential without money. The musician needs an instrument. The artist needs materials. The teacher needs books. The parent needs resources for their family. Every dream requires money to become real. This is why poverty is not noble. Poverty is a cage. It prevents you from expressing who you truly are and doing what you came here to do. Being poor does not make you spiritual. Being poor makes you stressed. It keeps you awake at night wondering how to settle bills. Anyone who claims poverty builds character has never been genuinely poor. They have never chosen between medicine and food. They have never watched their children go without. The universe wants you rich. How do you know? Because you already carry the desire for more. You already envision a better life. You can think, you can dream, you can create. These abilities were not given to you so you could suffer. They were given to you so you could thrive. Here is the lie that keeps people poor. They believe wealth is limited. They think if they get rich, someone else remains poor. They think there is only one small pie and everyone fights for scraps. This is completely false. Wealth is not limited. The universe is abundant. There is more than enough for everyone. When you become rich, you do not steal from anyone. You create new wealth. Consider a baker. When he bakes bread, nothing is lost. He takes flour and produces something valuable. He does not take bread from other bakers. He creates new bread. This is how all wealth operates. You do not take it. You generate it. You use your mind, your ideas, your actions to bring new value into the world. Genuine millionaires do not make others poor. They create things that never existed before. Stop feeling guilty. Getting rich does not harm anyone. You are not removing food from hungry children. You are not causing poverty. The opposite is true. When you become wealthy, you provide people with employment. You purchase from businesses. You support your community. Your wealth elevates others. Reject every teaching that suggests being poor is sacred. These are deceptions designed to keep you small and obedient. Truth is straightforward. You can be spiritual and wealthy. You can be kind and rich. You can be loving and abundant. You can actually do more good with money than without it. Accept this truth now. You deserve to be rich. You deserve abundance. You deserve to live without restriction. Until you genuinely believe you deserve wealth, you will push it away. Your mind will undermine every opportunity. Deep down, you will reject money because you believe you are unworthy of it. Give yourself permission to be wealthy, not quietly, not apologetically, boldly, confidently, because your wealth does not harm anyone. Your abundance generates more abundance everywhere. The richer you become, the more good you accomplish, the more people you assist, the more fully you express who you truly are. You deserve to be rich. Believe it, accept it, claim it. Everything else begins here. Science 2. Getting rich is a science. Getting rich is not luck. It is not chance. It is not about being born into the right family or knowing the right people. Getting rich is a science, just like mathematics, just like physics, just like chemistry. There are exact laws that govern wealth. When you follow these laws, you get rich. When you ignore them, you remain poor. It is that precise. Look around you. You will see people who work incredibly hard, yet remain poor. You will see others who barely seem to work, yet are millionaires. You will see talented people who are broke and average people who are wealthy. If getting rich were about hard work or talent or education, this would make no sense. But it makes complete sense when you understand this truth. Getting rich is about doing things in a certain way. There are people in every industry who get rich, and people in every industry who stay poor. There are successful store owners and failing store owners, wealthy doctors and broke doctors, prosperous artists and struggling artists, profitable farmers and failing farmers. Two people can be in the same business, in the same town, with the same opportunities. One gets rich, one stays poor. Why? Because one does things in a certain way and the other does not. This is remarkable news. It means getting rich has nothing to do with your circumstances. It has nothing to do with your location, your background, your education, or your past. It has everything to do with understanding the laws of wealth and applying them. Think about gravity. Gravity is a law. It does not care if you are rich or poor. The law applies to everyone equally. Wealth operates the same way. There are laws that govern how money flows. These laws do not care about your race, your gender, your age, or your history. They function for anyone who uses them, and fail for anyone who ignores them. The science of getting rich is precise. When you plant a seed in good soil and give it water and sunlight, it grows every time. You do not need luck. You simply follow the natural laws of growth. Wealth is identical. When you think in a certain way and act in a certain way, wealth comes to you. Not because you are special, but because you are following the law. Most people do not get rich because they do not know this science exists. They think wealth is random. They think it requires working yourself to exhaustion, or getting lucky, or inheriting money. So they never learn the actual principles that generate wealth. Here is what you must understand. There is a formless substance that fills all space in the universe. Some call it energy. Some call it consciousness. Some call it God. The name does not matter. What matters is that this substance responds to thought. When you think in a certain way, this substance moves and shapes itself according to your thoughts. This is how everything in the physical world is created, including money. Every wealthy person, whether they realize it or not, has used this principle. They held a clear image of wealth in their mind. They believed completely that it would come to them. They acted with faith and certainty. And the formless substance arranged circumstances, opportunities, and resources to match their thoughts. This is the science. This is the law. This is how wealth is created. You do not compete for wealth. You create it. There is a significant difference. When you compete, you are attempting to take what already exists. You are fighting others for limited resources. When you create wealth through the science of thought, you are bringing new value into existence. You are not taking from anyone. You are contributing to the total wealth in the world. This is why location does not matter. This is why the economy does not matter. This is why your current situation does not matter. You are not depending on existing conditions. You are generating new conditions through the power of your mind, working with the formless substance. The science functions the same for everyone. It worked 1,000 years ago. It works today. Rich people throughout history have all used these same principles. Even when they did not realize it, they thought in a certain way and acted in a certain way, and wealth flowed to them as naturally as water flows downhill. You can study this science. You can learn it. You can practice it. And you can achieve the same results that every other person who has practiced it has achieved. This is not theory. This is not motivation. This is law. Science 3. Everyone has opportunity right now. Someone is telling themselves they cannot get rich because all the opportunities are gone. They think the wealthy have taken everything. They believe the good ideas are exhausted. they think there is no room left for them. This is entirely false. Opportunity is not disappearing. Opportunity is infinite. Consider history. In every generation, people repeated the same claim. 100 years ago, people insisted all the land was claimed, all the businesses were established, all the opportunities were taken. Then new industries emerged: automobiles, airplanes, radio, television, computers, the internet. Every single generation creates entirely new forms of wealth that did not previously exist. The people who got rich were not the ones who complained that everything was taken. They were the ones who recognized that new wealth is constantly being generated. They understood that opportunity does not disappear. It transforms. It evolves. It multiplies. Right now, in this moment, there are more ways to get rich than at any point in human history. Here is what most people fail to understand. Wealth is not a pie where everyone competes for a piece. Wealth is a garden where new things constantly grow. When someone gets rich, they do not remove your opportunity. They actually create more opportunities. Every successful business generates employment. Every wealthy person purchases products and services. Every millionaire invests in other businesses. One person's wealth creates opportunities for hundreds or thousands of others. Nobody is keeping you poor except yourself. This is difficult to hear, but it is true. There is no conspiracy of wealthy people blocking you from success. There is no shortage of money. There is no shortage of opportunity. What exists is a shortage of people who understand how wealth actually works. Most people are so occupied complaining about the system that they never learn the science of getting rich. Even in the most competitive industries, new people get rich every single day. Why? Because they are not competing for existing wealth. They are creating new wealth. They are thinking in a certain way. They are acting in a certain way. And the universe responds by bringing them opportunities that others completely miss. Opportunity is everywhere around you right now. In your city, in your neighborhood, in your own home. The reason you do not see it is because you are not looking with the right perspective. You are searching for what already exists. But wealth comes from perceiving what could exist, from imagining new possibilities, from generating value where none existed before. Every single person listening to this has access to the same formless substance that built every fortune in history. You have the same creative power in your mind that created every significant enterprise ever built. The only distinction between you and those founders is that they learned to use this power. They thought in a certain way. You can learn the same science. Stop making excuses about your circumstances. Yes, some people begin with advantages. Some inherit money. Some have connections. Some receive fortunate opportunities. None of that matters because the science of getting rich does not depend on circumstances. It depends on thinking and acting in a certain way. And anyone can learn to think and act in that way, regardless of where they start. Right now, wealth is being created all around you. New businesses are launching. New products are being invented. new services are being offered. New solutions are being discovered. You are not too late. You did not miss your chance. You are not locked out. These are deceptions your mind tells you to avoid the genuine work of learning and applying the science of getting rich. The truth is, you have everything you need right now to begin. You have a mind that can think. You have the ability to imagine. You have access to the same formless substance that responds to thought. That is all you need. Here at Elite Success Audiobooks, we want to pause on something that connects powerfully to what you have just heard. In quantum field research and consciousness studies, the number 1111 is recognized as a marker of alignment between your current awareness and a higher level of understanding. Researchers studying field coherence report that 1111 tends to appear at moments when old limiting beliefs are dissolving and new, more expansive ways of thinking are taking root. If something in these first three sciences has genuinely shifted how you think about money and your right to wealth, if you feel the old stories of limitation beginning to loosen their grip, drop 1111 in the comments right now. That tells us this content is reaching you at the level it was designed for, and it helps Elite Success Audiobooks bring this kind of transformational material to more people who are ready to receive it. Science 4. The first principle. Everything you see around you was once a thought. Your phone, your home, your vehicle, the chair you are sitting on, the clothes you are wearing. Everything physical began as an idea in someone's mind. This is the first and most essential principle of getting rich. Thought is creative. Thought creates things. There is a formless substance that permeates the entire universe. It fills every space. It is in everything and everywhere. Some people call it energy. Some call it the universe. Some call it God. The name does not matter. What matters is understanding what it does. This formless substance is like clay, and your thoughts are the hands that shape it. When you hold a thought in your mind with clarity and faith, this substance begins to move. It starts to arrange itself according to your thought. It creates the physical equivalent of what you are thinking. This is not magic. This is not superstition. This is the fundamental law of the universe. Thought impresses itself upon formless substance, and formless substance takes the form of the thought. Every person who has ever gotten rich has used this principle. Whether they understood it or not, they held a clear mental image of wealth. They saw themselves as already prosperous. They believed completely that it would happen. And the formless substance responded. It created circumstances. It brought opportunities. It arranged events, all to match the thought that was held firmly in their mind. This is why thinking is the most critical activity you engage in. Most people think randomly. They worry about bills. They envision worst-case scenarios. They picture themselves failing. And then they wonder why their life is filled with struggle. They do not realize they are using the creative power of thought against themselves. They are impressing the formless substance with images of poverty and lack. And the formless substance is faithfully creating exactly what they are thinking about. Understanding this changes everything. It means you are not a victim of circumstances. You are not at the mercy of the economy or your employer or the government. You are a creator. You have within you the same power that created everything in existence. Your mind, working with formless substance, can create anything you can clearly imagine and firmly believe in. But here is where most people make a critical error. They attempt to create things through willpower alone. They try to force things to happen through sheer effort. They believe that if they just work hard enough, struggle enough, they will eventually get what they want. This does not work. The way you create through thought is entirely different. You do not force. You do not struggle. You impress your thought upon formless substance with absolute faith and certainty. You hold the image of what you want clearly in your mind. You believe it is already yours. You give thanks for it as if you have already received it. And then you act in harmony with your vision. The formless substance does the rest. To use this principle effectively, you must think with clarity and purpose. Form a definite mental image of what you want. See it vividly. Add details. See yourself already in possession of it. Feel what it would feel like to have it. And hold this image steadily in your mind. Do not allow doubt to enter. Do not let fear distort it. This is not daydreaming. This is the deliberate use of creative power. When you hold a thought with faith and purpose, you are literally commanding the formless substance to create. You are setting forces in motion that must bring about the physical manifestation of your thought. This is law. This is science. This works as reliably as any law of physics. Here is what happens when you truly grasp this principle. You stop feeling powerless. You stop blaming external factors. You stop waiting for conditions to be perfect. You realize that you are the creative force in your own life. Every thought you think is either creating what you want or creating what you do not want. There is no neutral position. Your mind is always creating. The formless substance is completely neutral. It does not judge your thoughts as worthy or unworthy. It simply responds. It creates the physical equivalent of whatever thought you impress upon it most consistently and most deeply. Think thoughts of abundance. Envision success. See yourself as wealthy, capable, and free. Hold these thoughts with unwavering faith. The first principle is this: thought is creative. The formless substance takes the form of your thoughts. If you want to be rich, you must think thoughts of wealth constantly, clearly, and with absolute faith. Science 5. More life. Life wants more of itself. Everything in nature is constantly seeking to expand, to grow, to become more. A seed does not want to remain a seed. It wants to become a plant. A plant does not want to stay small. It wants to grow tall and produce fruit. Every living thing is driven by one fundamental impulse: to express more life. You carry the same drive within you. It is not simply about wanting money. It is deeper than that. You want more life. You want to experience more, to feel more, to accomplish more, to become more. This desire is not greed. This desire is not wrong. This desire is the fundamental impulse of life itself pushing through you, urging you to expand and grow and become everything you are capable of becoming. When you want a larger home, you are really wanting more space to live fully. When you want better nourishment, you are wanting to care for your body properly. When you want to travel, you are wanting to experience more of what life offers. When you want financial freedom, you are wanting to express your talents without restriction. Every desire for more is actually a desire for more life. The formless substance that creates everything is alive. It is life itself, and life has one purpose: to live more fully, to express itself more completely, to create more of itself. When you desire wealth, you are not working against the universe. You are aligning with it. You are expressing the same impulse that drives all creation. Look at nature. Does a tree apologize for growing tall? Does a river feel guilty for flowing? Does the sun hold back its light? No. Everything in nature expresses itself fully, without hesitation. You are part of nature. You are part of life, and life within you wants to express itself completely. It wants you to develop every talent you possess. It wants you to pursue every passion. It wants you to experience every joy. It wants you to create everything you can imagine. Holding yourself back from wealth is actually working against the fundamental force of life itself. Here is what happens when you deny your desire for more. You stop growing. You become stagnant. Think about people who have abandoned their dreams. People who settled for less than they wanted. Are they vibrant? Are they fully alive? No. They are diminishing slowly because life that is not expanding is contracting. The desire for wealth is the desire for fuller life. And the desire for fuller life is always good, always aligned with the creative purpose of the universe. When you get rich, you are not being selfish. You are being true to the life force within you. You are allowing life to express itself through you more completely. But most people suppress this desire. They tell themselves they should be content with what they have. They feel guilty for wanting more. They believe spiritual people should be satisfied with little. This is a profound misunderstanding of how life works. Being content with limitation is not spiritual. It is stagnation. Real spirituality is expressing life fully. And you cannot express life fully without the resources to do so. Every ability you have is a promise of what you can become. If you have musical talent, life is calling you to make music. If you have a gift for teaching, life is calling you to teach. If you have business ideas, Life is calling you to build. But you cannot fulfill these callings without money. You need resources. You need freedom from survival concerns. You need wealth to fully express the life within you. When you become rich, you are not just helping yourself. You are helping life itself. Because life expresses through individuals. When you expand, life expands. When you create, life creates. When you become more, life becomes more. You are a channel for life to flow through. And the wider you open that channel through wealth and resources and freedom, the more life can express itself in the world. This is why it is actually limiting to remain poor. When you restrict yourself financially, you restrict life's expression through you. You have gifts that will not be shared. You have contributions that will not be made. You have potential that will not be realized. Stop feeling guilty about wanting more. Stop apologizing for your desires. You are meant to expand. You are meant to grow. You are meant to become more. This is not ego. This is life itself pushing you toward your highest expression. Pursue wealth without shame. Claim it without guilt. Because in getting rich, you are not serving yourself alone. You are serving life itself. Science 6. How money comes to you. Money does not fall from the sky. It does not appear magically in your account. Understanding the science of getting rich does not mean you sit around visualizing and waiting for resources to arrive. Money comes to you through people, through business, through exchange, and you must give them a reason to provide it. Here is how it works. You hold a clear vision of wealth in your mind. You impress this vision on the formless substance with faith and gratitude. The formless substance begins to move and create circumstances in your favor. But those circumstances always involve other people, always involve opportunities, always involve you providing something of genuine value in return for money. The universe will bring you opportunities. It will place ideas in your mind. It will position people in your path. It will create situations where you can provide value. But you must act on these opportunities. You must follow through on these ideas. You must actually do something. Most people misunderstand this completely. They think the science of getting rich means they can simply think positive thoughts and money will appear. Then, when nothing happens, they conclude the science does not work. But they missed the essential element. You must give value to receive value. You must serve others to be rewarded. You must participate in the world. Money is always an exchange. You give something. You receive money in return. This is how wealth flows in the physical world. The person who serves the most people receives the most money. The person who provides the most value receives the most wealth. The person who resolves the largest problems earns the greatest rewards. This is not unfair. This is perfect justice. So when you are holding your vision of wealth, you must also be seeking ways to provide value. What can you offer that people need? What problems can you resolve? What services can you provide? What products can you create? The formless substance works through the established channels of trade and commerce. It does not generate money from nothing. It moves money from where it currently exists to where you are through the natural flow of business and exchange. Someone has the money you want. The formless substance will create a situation where they want to give it to you. But you must give them something they genuinely value in return. This is actually beautiful. It means getting rich always involves helping others. You cannot become wealthy in the science of getting rich by exploiting people. You cannot get rich by deceiving or manipulating. You can only get rich by providing something that genuinely improves other people's lives. The more you help others, the more wealth flows to you. You do not need to invent something revolutionary. You just need to do what you are already doing, but do it in a certain way. When you hold a vision of wealth and work with faith and purpose, you will naturally perform better work. You will recognize opportunities others miss. You will make connections others do not make. You will provide value in ways that distinguish you. The formless substance working through you will enhance everything you do. But you must be in action. You must be moving. You must be doing something that allows money to flow to you. If you are currently working, work with your vision in mind. Do not simply go through the motions. See yourself as already wealthy while you work. Do everything with excellence. Provide more value than you are paid for. Look for ways to serve better. The person who gives more than they are paid for will always be compensated more eventually. This is law. You are not working for your current paycheck. You are working with a vision of wealth that extends far beyond your current situation. Your current position is just the beginning. It is the platform the universe is using to bring you to the next level. So do it with excellence. Do it with purpose. Do it with the knowledge that you are on your way to something much greater. Money will come to you through the path of least resistance. The formless substance uses what you are already doing and enhances it. But stay in action. Stay in service. Stay seeking ways to provide value. You do not chase money. You create value. You serve people. You do everything with excellence and purpose. And money finds you. It flows to you naturally because you have become someone worth compensating. You have become someone who improves other people's lives. And the universe rewards that always. Science 7. The power of gratitude. Gratitude is not optional. It is not a pleasant addition to the science of getting rich. It is the foundation. Without gratitude, nothing works. With gratitude, everything works. This is not philosophy. This is law. When you are grateful, you connect to the source of all wealth. The formless substance that creates everything responds to gratitude like a magnet responds to metal. Gratitude draws your good toward you. It opens channels. It creates flow. It multiplies everything you have and accelerates everything coming to you. Most people wait to be grateful. They say they will give thanks when they get the money. They will feel abundant when their bank account grows. They will appreciate life when things improve. This is backward. This is why they remain poor. Gratitude does not come after wealth. Gratitude creates wealth. Consider what complaint accomplishes. Every time you complain, you are signaling to the universe to send you more things to complain about. You are concentrating on what is wrong. You are dwelling on lack. You are perceiving problems everywhere. And the formless substance creates more problems, more lack, more reasons to complain. Gratitude works in the opposite direction. When you are grateful, you are signaling to the universe, I appreciate this. Send me more of this. You are concentrating on what is good. You are seeing abundance. You are recognizing blessings. And the formless substance responds. It creates more good, more abundance, more blessings. This is not positive thinking. This is understanding a fundamental law. Your focus determines what you create. Gratitude focuses you on abundance, and what you focus on expands. Always. Be grateful right now for what you already have. Not because you have a great deal. Not because everything is perfect. Because gratitude multiplies whatever you apply it to. You have something, perhaps very little. Be grateful for it. Watch it grow. Ingratitude diminishes what you have. Gratitude expands it. Be grateful for what is coming to you. This is the insight most people miss. Your wealth already exists. The formless substance is already creating it. The money is already moving toward you. It is just not yet visible. But it is real. It is already yours. Thank the universe for it now. This grateful expectation draws it into the physical realm faster. Stop waiting for evidence before you give thanks. Faith means being grateful before you observe results. When you thank the universe for wealth that has not yet appeared, you are demonstrating absolute certainty that it is coming. And that certainty is precisely what makes it come. Gratitude is faith in action. Be grateful to every person who assists you, the cashier at the store, the person who delivers your food, your colleagues, your family. Everyone who provides any value to you deserves genuine appreciation. When you are grateful to people, they want to help you more. They want to serve you better. They become part of the flow bringing wealth to you. Ingratitude blocks everything. Look at wealthy people who are miserable. They have money but no joy, resources but no peace. Why? Because they lost their gratitude. They take everything for granted. Nothing satisfies them. They disconnected from the source. Money without gratitude is meaningless. Now look at people with very little who are genuinely joyful. They appreciate everything. They recognize blessings in small things. They are grateful for what they have. And watch what happens to these people. Wealth finds them. Opportunities emerge. Good things multiply around them. The universe responds generously to grateful people. Practice gratitude every moment. When you wake up, be grateful you are alive. When you eat, be grateful for food. Someone speaks kindly to you. Be grateful for a connection. Let gratitude flow from you constantly, endlessly. Be grateful for small things: a good cup of coffee, a comfortable chair, a smile from a stranger. When you appreciate small things, you open yourself to receive large things. Be grateful in advance. Thank the universe for the position before you receive it. Thank it for the money before it arrives. Thank it for the success before you see it. This is not deception. This is recognizing that everything exists first in the formless substance before it becomes physical. When you are grateful in advance, you are acknowledging what is already real in the invisible realm. Never resent wealthy people. Never speak negatively about those who have what you want. Every resentful thought disconnects you from wealth. Every jealous feeling blocks your good. Be grateful for wealthy people instead. They are demonstrating the way. Gratitude is a decision. It is not based on circumstances. 2. People can have identical lives. One is grateful. One is not. The grateful person sees blessings everywhere. The ungrateful person sees problems everywhere. And the grateful person attracts more blessings. The ungrateful person attracts more problems. Same beginning point, completely different outcomes, all because of gratitude. Your wealth exists right now. The formless substance is creating it this very moment. But you must meet it with gratitude. You must acknowledge it. You must appreciate it. You must give thanks for it before you see it. Without gratitude, you remain poor no matter what else you do. With gratitude, you get rich and remain rich. Be grateful now for what you have, for what is coming, for everything. Make gratitude your constant state of being. This is the power that transforms everything. Here at Elite Success Audiobooks, before we move forward, we want to offer you something to anchor this section with. In quantum physics and the study of vibrational frequencies, the number 528 is associated with transformation at the deepest structural level. It is recognized across multiple scientific and spiritual traditions as the frequency at which gratitude and abundance become aligned, where the internal state of genuine thankfulness begins attracting its physical equivalent. Researchers studying consciousness and field coherence note that 528 appears at moments when a person shifts from a scarcity frequency to an abundance frequency. Precisely what these sciences are designed to produce. If the principles of gratitude and formless substance creation are genuinely resonating with you right now, if something is shifting in how you relate to money and abundance, type 528 in the comments right now. That number tells us this content is working at the level it was designed for, and it helps Elite Success Audiobooks reach more people who are ready to make this shift. Science 8. Think the right way. Your thoughts create your reality. Not sometimes, always. Every single thought you think is either moving you toward wealth or away from it. There is no neutral position. You are either thinking in the certain way that creates wealth, or you are thinking in the way that creates poverty. The difference between rich and poor is simply the difference in how they think. Thinking in the certain way means holding one clear image of what you want in your mind. Not vague wishes, not scattered dreams. One specific, clear, detailed vision of the wealth you desire. See it, feel it, make it so real in your mind that it is more vivid than your current circumstances. This focused vision is what impresses the formless substance and sets the creative forces in motion. Most people never think clearly about what they want. Today they want one thing, tomorrow something else. Their thoughts scatter in 100 different directions. The formless substance responds to all this confused thinking by creating confused, inconsistent results. Nothing manifests completely because the thought was never held steadily. You must decide exactly what you want, not approximately, exactly. How much money do you want? What kind of life? Get specific. Then hold that picture in your mind constantly. Think about it when you wake up. Think about it during the day. Think about it before you sleep. Let it become more real to you than your current reality. This is not daydreaming. Daydreaming is passive. Thinking in the certain way is active. You deliberately hold one image with faith and intention. You see yourself already in possession of what you desire. You feel the emotions of already having it. You give thanks for it as if it is already yours. When you think this way, you must not look at your current circumstances and contradict your vision. This is where most people fail. They hold the vision for a moment, then look at their empty bank account and think, "Who am I deceiving?" That contradictory thought cancels out the creative thought. You are back to zero. Your current circumstances are simply the result of your past thinking. They have nothing to do with what you are creating now. When you observe lack and acknowledge it as your reality, you create more lack. When you look past the current circumstances and see your vision as your reality, you create wealth. You must choose which reality you are going to focus on. This does not mean ignoring practical responsibilities. It means not letting current limitations define your future. Pay your bills, do your work, handle what requires attention. But do it all while holding your vision of wealth firmly in mind. See yourself as already rich, even while managing present circumstances. The circumstances will change to match your vision if you stay focused. Never think about poverty. Never dwell on lack. Never discuss how little you have or how difficult things are. Every thought of poverty impresses the formless substance and creates more poverty. You cannot think poverty and create wealth. It is impossible. Think only about wealth. See abundance everywhere. Imagine yourself with plenty even when you have very little. This is not denial. This is creation. When negative thoughts arise, and they will, replace them immediately. The moment you catch yourself thinking about lack or limitation, shift your mind to your vision of wealth. See yourself prosperous. Feel grateful for your abundance. Think the thought that creates instead of the thought that destroys. Your mind is a tool. You control it. Most people allow their minds to run without direction, thinking whatever random thoughts surface. Wealthy people direct their minds deliberately. They think on purpose. They select their thoughts carefully because they understand that thoughts create reality. Focus on what you want, not what you do not want. Most people think constantly about what they are trying to avoid. They think about debt, about bills, about not having enough. And the formless substance creates exactly what they are concentrating on. More debt, more bills, more lack. Focus on what you actually want to experience instead. Think about wealth, about abundance, about things going right, about having more than sufficient. See yourself as already successful, not as struggling toward success. The formless substance responds to the images you hold in your mind as if they are already real. When you see yourself as successful, it creates success. When you see yourself as struggling, it creates struggle. See yourself as already wealthy. Feel the emotions of wealth now. How would you feel if you already had everything you desire? Peaceful, confident, free, grateful? Feel those emotions now. The emotions are part of the creative process. They intensify the impression you make on the formless substance. Your thoughts are creating your reality right now, this very moment. Are you thinking thoughts that create wealth or thoughts that create poverty? The answer determines your financial future. Think the right way. Hold one clear vision. See it constantly. Feel it deeply. Give thanks for it continuously. Never contradict it with thoughts of doubt or lack. This is how you impress the formless substance. This is how you create wealth. Science 9. Using your will. Most people completely misunderstand willpower. They think getting rich requires forcing things to happen, pushing harder, working longer, grinding through obstacles, using sheer determination to make results appear. This is wrong. This is not how the science of getting rich operates. In fact, using your will this way actually blocks your wealth. Your will has one function in getting rich, one purpose only: to keep your mind focused on your vision. That is it. Not to make things happen. Not to force outcomes. Not to overcome obstacles through sheer effort. Your will keeps your attention on what you want. It directs your thinking. It maintains your focus. Nothing more. The formless substance creates everything. You do not create through force. You create through thought. Your will does not make the formless substance respond. Your clear, focused thought makes it respond. Your will simply keeps your thought clear and focused. It is the guardian at the door of your mind, ensuring the right thoughts remain inside and the wrong thoughts stay out. Stop attempting to force people to give you opportunities. Stop trying to manipulate circumstances. Stop trying to control every detail of how your wealth will arrive. This is using your will incorrectly. This generates resistance. This blocks the natural flow. The formless substance knows precisely how to bring your vision into reality. Your responsibility is to hold the vision, not to micromanage the process. When you try to force things, you are operating from a mindset of scarcity. You are declaring that you do not trust the universe to deliver, so you must make it happen yourself. This fear-based thinking impresses the formless substance with images of struggle and difficulty, and it creates more struggle and difficulty. Use your will to control your thoughts instead. When your mind drifts to worry, use your will to bring it back to your vision. When doubts surface, use your will to replace them with faith. When you begin thinking about obstacles, use your will to think about opportunities instead. This is the proper use of willpower, not forcing external circumstances, but directing internal focus. Your will keeps you from thinking about poverty. It keeps you from dwelling on current circumstances. It keeps you from contradicting your vision with thoughts of limitation. Every time your mind starts to drift toward negative thinking, your will steps in and redirects it. This is discipline. This is genuine strength. Not forcing the world to bend to your desires, but keeping your mind aligned with your vision. Do not use your will to try to make specific people do specific things. Do not focus your mental energy on forcing someone to hire you or buy from you or give you money. This is manipulation. This is attempting to override someone else's free will. It does not work, and even if it temporarily appeared to, it would violate the principles of the science. Instead, use your will to hold the general vision of wealth while trusting the formless substance to arrange the details. See yourself as wealthy. Know that the right people will come to you. Believe that the right opportunities will appear. But do not attempt to control exactly who or when or how. Allow the universe to handle the logistics. It is far more capable than you at this task. Your will also sustains you in action. Not frantic, forced action, but purposeful, faith-filled action. When an opportunity presents itself, your will gives you the strength to act on it, even if you feel uncertain. When an idea arrives, your will pushes you to follow through rather than procrastinate. But this action differs from forcing. Forcing comes from fear and desperation. Right action comes from faith and certainty. Forcing is exhausting. Right action is energizing. Forcing generates resistance. Right action creates flow. You can sense the difference. If you are straining and struggling, you are using your will incorrectly. If you are moving with purpose and peace, you are using it correctly. Many people fail because they direct their will toward the wrong things. They invest all their determination trying to change their circumstances directly, trying to make money appear, trying to force opportunities. Meanwhile, their thoughts are scattered. Their focus is weak. Their vision is unclear. They are exerting their strength in the wrong place. Use your will where it actually has power, inside your own mind. You cannot control the economy. You cannot control other people. You cannot control when opportunities emerge. But you can control your thoughts. You can control your focus. You can control whether you maintain your vision or allow it to dissolve. This is where your will matters. Think of your will as a muscle that keeps your mind in the correct position. Your will keeps your vision in position. It holds your focus steady. It maintains your mental state of wealth, even when external circumstances have not yet changed. This demands constant vigilance. Your mind will attempt to wander 1,000 times each day. It will want to think about problems. It will want to concentrate on lack. It will want to doubt and fear and worry. Your will says no. We are thinking about wealth. We are seeing abundance. We are staying focused on the vision. Over and over throughout the entire day. This is more demanding than it sounds. It is easier to try to force external results than to control your own thinking. That is why most people do it backward. They allow their minds to run without direction while trying to force the world to give them what they want. And they wonder why nothing functions. Reverse this. Control your mind deliberately. Allow the world to unfold naturally. Use all your willpower to maintain your thoughts and vision. Use no willpower trying to control circumstances. The circumstances will change automatically when your thoughts are correct. Do not will against things. Do not use your mental energy fighting circumstances or resisting what you do not want. What you resist, you strengthen. When you struggle against poverty, you are focusing on poverty. You are thinking about it. You are giving it energy. And the formless substance creates more of it. Will toward things instead. Will toward wealth. Will toward abundance. Will toward your vision. Keep your will focused on what you want, not on what you are trying to avoid. Move toward your objective, not away from your fear. This creates forward momentum. This aligns you with the creative forces. Your will is not the power that creates wealth. The formless substance is the power that creates wealth. Your will is simply the instrument that keeps you aligned with that power. It keeps your mental position correct. It keeps your thoughts focused. It keeps your vision clear. And when these elements are in place, the creative power flows through you effortlessly. Stop exhausting yourself trying to force results. Start using your will properly. Direct your thoughts. Maintain your vision. Keep your focus. Allow the formless substance to handle the creation. This is how the science functions. This is how wealth arrives. Science 10. More about willpower. You do not use your will on other people. You do not use it on circumstances. You do not project it outward, attempting to bend the world to your desires. This is the critical insight most people miss. Your will operates in one location only, inside your own mind. And that is the only place it needs to function. When you attempt to use your will on others, you are wasting energy. You are trying to compel them to give you opportunities, to purchase from you, to hire you, to assist you. This does not work. People resist being controlled. They sense the pressure. They withdraw. The formless substance operates on everyone. It is moving through all people, creating circumstances, arranging events, bringing the right people together at the right moment. When you hold your vision clearly and think in the certain way, the formless substance works on the people who can assist you. It places thoughts in their minds. It creates desires in them. It moves them toward you naturally. But this only functions if you are not attempting to force it. The moment you begin using your will to control someone else, you interfere with the natural process. You generate resistance where there should be flow. You obstruct what would have occurred naturally. Trust the formless substance to move people. Your responsibility is to hold the vision. Its responsibility is to arrange the circumstances. Your will prevents you from thinking about specific people in the wrong manner. When you need something, your mind might immediately focus on a specific person who could provide it. You begin thinking about them, hoping they will help, mentally attempting to persuade them. Stop. This is using your will incorrectly. This is focusing on the person instead of on your vision. Instead, hold the image of already possessing what you need. See yourself with the money, the opportunity, the resources. Do not envision a specific person giving it to you. Simply see yourself having it. The formless substance will move the right person to provide it. Perhaps it is the person you are thinking of. Perhaps it is someone you have not yet encountered. Allow the universe to determine this. It possesses greater wisdom than you. This is especially important in business. Do not concentrate your mental energy on making specific customers purchase from you. Do not attempt to will your employer into giving you a raise. Do not try to mentally compel investors to support you. This generates pressure. This pushes people away. This obstructs the natural flow of opportunity. Hold the vision of business success instead. See yourself with abundant customers. See yourself well compensated for your work. See yourself with all the resources you require. But allow the formless substance to bring the specific people to you. It will bring the right ones, the ones who are prepared, the ones who will genuinely benefit from what you offer. Your will also prevents competitive thinking. Competition means trying to obtain what someone else possesses. It means focusing on taking from a limited supply. It means perceiving other people as obstacles to your success. When you think competitively, you are not creating. You are attempting to take. And the formless substance does not respond to that kind of thinking. Use your will to keep your mind in creative mode, not competitive mode. See yourself generating new wealth, not capturing existing wealth. See abundance for everyone, not scarcity that you must compete over. See yourself rising without anyone else declining. This is thinking in harmony with the formless substance. When you encounter competitors, do not use your will to try to surpass them or capture their customers. This is competitive thinking. It focuses you on lack and limitation. Instead, use your will to remain focused on your vision of success. See yourself prospering abundantly. Know that there is more than sufficient for everyone. Be grateful that others in your field are succeeding, because it demonstrates the principle's function. Hold your own vision without reference to anyone else's position. Your will prevents you from worrying about opposition. Someone else might be doing what you want to do. Someone might appear to be blocking your path. Your mind will want to concentrate on these obstacles. Your will says no. Keep your attention on your vision, not on opposition. There is no genuine competition in the creative plane. There is only competition in the competitive plane. When you are creating new value, you are not competing with anyone. You are bringing something into existence that did not previously exist. There is infinite room for creation. Stay in creation mode. Use your will to eliminate thoughts of limitation. When your mind declares there is not enough opportunity, redirect it. When you believe someone else's success reduces what is available to you, correct that thinking immediately. These are competitive, poverty-based thoughts. They obstruct the creative process. Use your will every moment. When you wake up, immediately direct your thoughts to your vision. Throughout the day, whenever your mind wanders to worry or doubt or limitation, use your will to redirect it. Before sleep, use your will one final time to hold your vision clearly. This constant vigilance is what impresses the formless substance deeply enough to generate results. Do not use your will to resist circumstances. Do not fight against what currently exists. This wastes energy and creates more of what you are fighting against. Use your will to accept current circumstances without granting them power over your vision. See them as temporary. See them as the result of past thinking. Know they are already shifting to match your new thoughts. Your will is the bridge between thought and reality. It keeps your thoughts steady and clear long enough for the formless substance to create the physical equivalent. Strengthen your will by using it correctly, not on others, not on circumstances, but on your own mind. Direct your thoughts. Maintain your vision. Keep your focus. Do this consistently, persistently, faithfully. Your will does not create your wealth, but it creates the mental conditions that allow the formless substance to create your wealth. Use your will inwardly. Allow the universe to work outwardly. This is the balance. This is the science. This is how wealth arrives. Here at Elite Success Audiobooks, we want to pause before continuing and offer you something meaningful to reflect on. In quantum field theory and the study of numerical consciousness, the number 777 is associated with alignment between personal purpose and the broader intelligence of the universe. It appears at moments when an individual's thinking has shifted from competitive to creative, from fear-based to faith-based, from forcing outcomes to trusting the process. Researchers studying vibrational coherence note that 777 tends to emerge when someone is genuinely beginning to operate from the creative plane rather than the competitive one. Precisely what Sciences 9 and 10 are inviting you to do. If something in these principles has genuinely shifted your relationship to willpower and trust, if you feel the difference between forcing and flowing beginning to make sense at a deeper level, type 777 in the comments right now. That tells us this content is reaching you at the depth it was designed for. And it helps Elite Success audiobooks reach more people who are ready to stop fighting the universe and start working with it. Science 11. Act the right way. Thinking alone is not enough. You must act. The formless substance creates opportunities, arranges circumstances, and positions people in your path. But you must move when these opportunities appear. You must take action. Thought without action is powerless. Action without thought is wasted. But thought combined with action creates wealth. Acting in the certain way means doing everything that can be accomplished today. Not tomorrow, not next week. Today. Every single day. There are things you can do that advance you toward your vision. Do them. Do them now. Do them with excellence. Procrastination eliminates more dreams than failure ever does. But this does not mean frantic rushing. It means purposeful, efficient, excellent action. Do what needs doing today with focus and care. Give every task your complete attention. Do it as well as you possibly can. Then move to the next thing. This is acting in the certain way. You must act where you are with what you currently have. Do not wait until you possess more resources. Do not wait until conditions are favorable. Do not wait until you feel prepared. Act now. Use what is available to you. The formless substance responds to action. It opens doors for people who are moving, not people who are waiting. Every action should be performed with the awareness of advancement. You are not simply completing a task. You are moving toward your vision. Every piece of work you accomplish is a step forward. Every interaction you have is an opportunity to create value. Do more than you are compensated for. Always provide more value than you receive. This is essential. The person who only does what they are paid for will never be paid more. The person who consistently gives more than they are compensated for will always advance. Always. This is law. You cannot give more than you receive without ultimately receiving more. But do not give with the expectation of immediate recognition. Give because you are thinking in the certain way. Give because you are acting from abundance, not from scarcity. Give because you understand that the universe rewards those who create value. The reward will arrive. It always does. But it comes from the formless substance, not necessarily from the specific person you are serving right now. Your current position is not your final destination. It is your opportunity to practice excellence. Do it so thoroughly that you become indispensable, not because you are trying to remain in that role permanently, but because excellence in small things prepares you for excellence in large things. When you perform everything with excellence, you develop a reputation. People notice. Opportunities emerge. Doors open. The formless substance uses your excellent work to attract the next level. Act in the present. Do not dwell on past mistakes or missed opportunities. They are gone. Learn from them if necessary. Then release them. Do not allow yesterday's thinking to contaminate today's actions. Every day is new. Every moment is a fresh beginning. Do not concern yourself with the future. You only need to perceive the next step. Take that step with excellence. The next step will appear. Then take that one. The formless substance reveals the path as you walk it, not before. Act with faith. Faith means doing what you can do today while trusting that it is leading somewhere good. You might not see how your current actions connect to your vision of wealth. That is acceptable. Perform excellent work regardless. Provide value regardless. Move forward regardless. The connections will emerge. Never act from fear or desperation. These emotions contaminate your actions. Work performed from fear lacks power. It repels opportunity instead of attracting it. If you find yourself acting from desperation, pause. Return to your vision. Remember your faith. Feel gratitude. Then act from that state. Act from a sense of increase. Every action you take should leave things better than you found them. Every person you interact with should be elevated by the encounter. Every task you complete should add value to the world. This consciousness of increase is magnetic. It attracts wealth. It creates opportunities. It opens doors. Do not compete. Create. When you act competitively, you are trying to obtain what someone else has. You are operating from scarcity. You are focused on taking instead of generating. This does not align with the formless substance. Act creatively instead. Bring new value into existence. Serve in ways others do not. Create solutions that did not previously exist. If you are in a position of employment, be the finest at that role. Not to impress your employer, not to diminish others, but because excellence is the manner in which you now operate. You are practicing for wealth. You are training yourself in the habits that generate success. Act efficiently. Do not waste time. Do not waste energy. Do not waste resources. Efficiency means doing the right things in the right way at the right moment. It is not rushing. It is not cutting corners. It is moving with purpose and eliminating what does not serve your vision. When opportunities present themselves, act immediately. Do not overthink. Do not wait for perfect conditions. Do not talk yourself out of it. The formless substance brought this opportunity to you for a reason. Trust that. Move on it. Act with gratitude. Be grateful for the work you have to do. Be grateful for the opportunities to serve. Be grateful for the ability to take action. This grateful state of mind infuses your actions with positive energy. It makes your work more effective. It draws more opportunities to you. Gratitude and action together are unstoppable. The formless substance has done its part. It is creating your vision. It is arranging circumstances. It is moving people. It is opening doors. Now you must do your part. You must act. You must move. You must take every step that appears before you. Action is your responsibility. Creation is the universe's responsibility. Do your part with excellence. Think correctly. Act correctly. The wealth must come. This is law. Science 12. Work efficiently. Efficiency is not about working harder. It is about working more intelligently. It is doing the right things in the right way at the right time. Most people exhaust themselves with wasted effort. They work constantly, but accomplish relatively little. They confuse activity with progress. They mistake busyness for effectiveness. This is not the path to wealth. Efficient action means every movement counts. Every task serves your vision. Every moment is used purposefully. You do not scatter your energy across 100 different directions. You concentrate it on what actually matters. You eliminate what does not serve. You focus on what does. Stop doing things that do not advance you. Most people fill their days with tasks that feel productive, but generate no real value. Look at everything you do and ask yourself honestly, does this move me toward my vision? If not, stop doing it. Perform each thing thoroughly and completely. Do not rush through tasks simply to check them off a list. When you begin something, finish it with excellence before moving to the next thing. Half-completed work is wasted work. It creates no value. Efficiency means performing work well enough to create genuine value, then moving forward. Do your best. Make it excellent. Then release it and advance to the next task. Work in the present moment. Give your complete attention to what you are doing right now. Not thinking about the next task. Not worrying about what occurred earlier. Here, now, this task, this moment. When your attention is fully present, you work faster, better, and with less effort. Most people operate with divided attention. They are doing one thing while thinking about 10 others. This fragments their power. This makes everything take longer and produce inferior results. Do one thing at a time with complete focus. You will accomplish more in less time. Do not overwork. Working yourself to exhaustion is not efficient. Fatigued people make errors. Burned out people produce inferior work. Exhausted people miss opportunities they would have recognized if they were rested. Take care of your body. Rest when needed. Work from a state of energy, not depletion. Sleep adequately. Eat nourishing food. Move your body. These are not indulgences. They are requirements for efficient work. Your mind functions better when your body is properly maintained. Eliminate distractions. Your phone, social media, news, and entertainment during work hours steal your energy. They fragment your attention. When you are working, work. When you are resting, rest. Focused work followed by genuine rest is far more productive than half-working throughout the entire day. Work with a sense of purpose. You are not simply completing tasks. You are building wealth. You are creating your vision. Every action is meaningful. Every completed task represents progress. Remember why you are doing what you are doing. Do not work simply to remain occupied. Do not create tasks to fill time. If you finish your important work, stop, rest, think, prepare for tomorrow. Empty activity generates nothing. Purposeful rest is more valuable than pointless busyness. Learn to say no to tasks that do not serve your vision, to requests that consume your time without advancing your objective, to opportunities that distract from your goal. Every yes to the wrong thing is a no to the right thing. Protect your time deliberately. Guard your energy carefully. Only commit to what moves you forward. Delegate what others can accomplish adequately. Do not attempt to do everything yourself. If someone else can handle a task, allow them to. Your time is valuable. Use it exclusively on things that require your specific abilities or attention. Use tools and systems. Do not do manually what can be automated. Do not recreate what can be templated. Do not retain in memory what can be recorded. Intelligent systems multiply your effectiveness. They free your mind for creative thinking. Track your results, not merely your effort. Do not measure success by how many hours you invested. Measure it by what you accomplished, by the value you created, by the advancement you made. Results matter. Effort without results is motion without meaning. Focus on outcomes. Work increases value. Every action should improve something, resolve a problem, serve someone, create something useful. If your work does not create increase somewhere, it is not genuine work. It is simply motion. Efficient work always generates increase. Work purposefully, then stop and appreciate your life. The objective is not to work endlessly. The objective is to work effectively enough that you create wealth and have time to enjoy it. Efficiency delivers both. Inefficiency delivers neither. You exhaust yourself, remain poor, and have no time remaining. Work efficiently instead. Create more with less effort. This is intelligent action. Remember your vision while you work. You are not working to survive. You are working to thrive. You are building wealth. You are creating freedom. This larger purpose makes every task meaningful. Efficient work combined with right thinking creates wealth faster than anything else. Think clearly act efficiently. Do what needs to be accomplished today. Do it with excellence. Do it completely. Then rest with the satisfaction of genuine progress made. Tomorrow, do it again. This simple pattern, repeated consistently, creates extraordinary results. Science 13. Find your right work. You can get rich in any business, any profession, any trade. Location does not matter. Industry does not matter. What matters is doing work that genuinely fits you. Work that utilizes your natural talents. Work that you can perform with passion and excellence. This is your right work, and discovering it is essential to getting rich. Your right work is what you can do best, what comes naturally to you, what you genuinely enjoy, what you would do even without compensation. When you are doing your right work, it does not feel like struggle. It feels like flow. You lose track of time. You enter a state where everything clicks. This is where your power lives. Most people are engaged in the wrong work. They accepted a position for money, or because someone directed them to, or because it appeared secure. They never asked whether it suits their nature. They never considered whether it utilizes their gifts. They are attempting to force themselves into a mold that does not fit. And they wonder why success feels so difficult. You have talents that are uniquely yours, abilities that emerge easily, things you are naturally skilled at. These are not random. They are signals pointing you toward your right work. Pay attention to what you accomplish well without strain. What people genuinely compliment you on. What feels natural and effortless. This is where you should concentrate your efforts. Do not remain in work you genuinely dislike simply because it provides income. This is slow deterioration. You are selling your life for money. You are trading your precious time for a paycheck while your spirit diminishes. This is not the path to wealth. This is the path to misery. Even if you earn substantial money, you will be impoverished in spirit. But do not abandon your current work impulsively either. Do not leave your present position without a clear plan. Use your current role as your foundation. It is providing you with resources. It is developing your skills. It is connecting you to people. Honor it. Perform it with excellence. But begin seeking your right work. Begin preparing. Begin moving in that direction. Your right work might be what you are already doing, simply approached differently. Perhaps you are in the correct field but the wrong organization. Perhaps you are in the right industry but should be working independently. Look at your current situation. Could it become your right work with some adjustments? Sometimes your right work is entirely different from what you are currently doing. That is acceptable. The formless substance will guide you toward it. If you are paying attention, you will feel drawn toward something. You will receive ideas. You will perceive opportunities. Do not disregard these signals. They are the universe revealing the direction. You cannot perform your finest work in something you genuinely dislike. You cannot achieve excellence in work that bores you. You cannot create maximum value when you are miserable. Your right work allows you to give your absolute best, to utilize all your talents, to serve at the highest possible level. This is where wealth originates. When you are in your right work, you do not watch the clock. You do not dread certain days. You do not live for time away from work. You appreciate what you do. You take genuine pride in it. You naturally want to perform it exceptionally. This creates excellence without strain. And excellence attracts wealth automatically. Your right work also serves others. It provides genuine value. It resolves problems. It improves people's lives. When you are doing work you love that also helps others, you have discovered the perfect intersection. You are fulfilled. Others are genuinely served. Money flows naturally. This is how the universe intends wealth to function. Do not select work only for money. Money without fulfillment is hollow. You might become financially rich, but will feel empty inside. Choose work you genuinely love that also provides real value to others. The money will come, but you will also experience satisfaction, joy, and authentic purpose. This is genuine wealth. Do not choose work exclusively for passion either. Passion without value to others will not generate income. Your right work sits at the intersection of what you love, what you excel at, and what others genuinely need. If you are uncertain what your right work is, begin exploring. Attempt different things. Observe what energizes you. Notice what depletes you. Keep what fits. Release what does not. Your right work will reveal itself through experimentation and honest attention. Do not allow others to determine what your right work should be. Your parents might envision a specific career for you. Your partner might prefer you remain in a secure position. Society might place higher value on certain professions. None of that matters. What matters is what genuinely fits you. What utilizes your unique gifts. What allows you to serve most powerfully. Your right work might transform over time. What suited you at 20 might not suit you at 40. That is entirely acceptable. Continue evolving. Continue listening to what calls you. The formless substance is always guiding you toward fuller expression of your gifts. Follow that guidance. When you discover work that utilizes your talents, serves others genuinely, and brings you authentic joy, you have found something extraordinary. Pour yourself into it. Develop it. Excel at it. This is your vehicle to wealth. Not because you are pursuing money, but because you are expressing yourself completely. And full self-expression always attracts abundance. Do not settle for work that feels fundamentally wrong simply because it is familiar. Do not remain fixed because change feels uncertain. Do not spend your one precious life performing work that diminishes your spirit. You have gifts the world genuinely needs. You have value to provide. You have right work waiting for you. The formless substance wants to express through you. It has work for you to do. Work that only you can perform in quite the way you will perform it. Work that utilizes your unique combination of talents and experiences. Work that serves the world while genuinely fulfilling you. Find your right work. Begin where you are. Perform what you are doing with excellence while keeping your vision of right work clearly in mind. The formless substance will create opportunities. It will reveal openings. It will guide you to your right work if you are willing to move when it shows you the direction. Your right work is waiting, and when you discover it, when you step into it fully, wealth will flow to you naturally, easily, abundantly, because you will be in perfect alignment with who you are and what you are genuinely meant to do. Science 14. Give more value. This is the principle that guarantees wealth. Give more in genuine value than you receive in monetary compensation. Always. In every transaction, in every interaction, in every exchange, give people more than they pay for. This is not charity. This is the fundamental principle of getting and remaining rich. Use value is what something is actually worth to the person receiving it. Cash value is what they paid for it. When you give someone something worth more to them than the money they provided, you have created increase. You have genuinely improved their life. You have served them authentically. And the universe rewards this without exception. Most people try to receive as much as possible while giving as little as necessary. They seek shortcuts. They reduce quality. They give just enough to avoid complaints. They are concentrated on what they can extract, not what they can provide. This is the poverty mentality. This is why they remain poor. Reverse this entirely. Concentrate on what you can give, not what you can receive. Seek ways to provide more value. Go beyond what is expected. Exceed what you are compensated for. Make every customer feel they received exceptional value. Make every employer feel you are worth considerably more than your salary. This is the wealth mentality. When someone pays you $10, give them $15 worth of genuine value. Not in actual money, but in usefulness, in quality, in service, in results, in the benefit they actually receive. Always give more than you are compensated for. This creates a powerful impression. People sense it. They might not consciously recognize that you are giving them more value than they paid for, but they feel genuinely satisfied. They feel positive about the exchange. They want to engage with you again. They recommend you to others. They become loyal. This is how wealth accumulates. But do not give more while harboring resentment. Do not give more while anticipating immediate recognition. Do not give more while maintaining a mental ledger. Give more because you understand the principle. Give more because you are operating from abundance. Give more because you know the universe is observing even when people are not. The person who gives more than they are compensated for cannot remain at their current level of compensation permanently. It is impossible. The universe does not allow it. Excellence that exceeds compensation creates natural pressure for advancement. Either you will be elevated where you currently are, or you will be drawn to a superior opportunity elsewhere. You cannot give more and receive less indefinitely. This principle functions in business. If you sell products, make them superior to expectations. If you provide services, exceed the agreement. If you employ people, treat them better than standard practice. If you are employed, perform beyond requirements. In every case, create genuine increase for the other person. Increase means they are better off after engaging with you than before. Their life improved. Their circumstances advanced. They gained something genuinely valuable. When you create this feeling of increase in everyone you interact with, you become magnetic. Opportunities flow to you. Wealth seeks you. Do not worry about being taken advantage of. When you give more value than you are compensated for, you are not being naive. You are being strategically intelligent. You are investing in your future. You are cultivating a reputation. You are aligning with universal law. The return will arrive, often from unexpected sources. Sometimes the person you serve cannot or will not compensate you fairly. That is acceptable. You are not giving to that specific individual expecting that individual to repay you. You are giving to the universe. You are creating value in the world. The formless substance observes it. The return will arrive, perhaps from someone entirely different. Hold the vision of increase in every interaction. See yourself improving others. See yourself contributing value wherever you go. See yourself as someone who leaves everything better than you found it. This consciousness attracts wealth like a magnet draws metal. Give increase to everyone, the prosperous and the struggling, the grateful and the ungrateful, the influential and the powerless. Do not select who deserves your excellence. Give your finest to everyone. You never know who holds the key to your next opportunity. Quality matters. Do not provide mediocre service and call it excellent. Do not perform inadequate work and anticipate praise. Real value means actual quality. Make things that genuinely function. Perform work that endures. Provide service that authentically helps. Value extends beyond the product or service itself. It includes the experience. How you make people feel matters. Treating customers with genuine respect is value. Making transactions straightforward is value. Being pleasant and genuinely helpful is value. The complete experience counts. Give more in every dimension of life, not just business. Be a superior friend than necessary. Be a finer family member than expected. Be a better citizen than required. This abundance perspective permeates everything. When you are someone who gives more everywhere, you become someone who receives more everywhere. Watch what happens when you adopt this principle completely. Your business expands. Your career advances. Your income increases. Your opportunities multiply. Not through force, not through manipulation, through natural law. The universe rewards those who create genuine value. The more value you create, the more wealth flows to you. Start immediately. In your very next interaction, Give more than expected. Give more than required. Give more than you are compensated for. Do this consistently. Do this in everything. Watch your life transform. Watch wealth flow to you naturally, easily, inevitably. The person who creates the most genuine increase receives the most wealth. This is law. This is how the universe operates. Give more value always, in everything, to everyone. Your wealth is inevitable. Science 15. Keep moving forward. You must become an advancing person, someone who is always growing, always improving, always moving toward something better. This is not optional. This is essential. Stagnation is deterioration. Growth is life, and life always seeks more of itself. An advancing person is someone who is clearly progressing. Their skills develop, their knowledge expands, their character deepens, their circumstances improve. People can observe it. There is an energy around advancing people that attracts opportunity and genuine support. Hold the vision of advancement in everything you do. You are not simply performing a role. You are becoming more capable. You are not merely earning money. You are building wealth. You are not simply living through today. You are creating a better tomorrow. This forward movement must be consistent and unmistakable. People are drawn to advancement. They want to be part of something that is genuinely growing. They want to associate with people who are rising. When you are clearly advancing, others want to assist you. They want to work alongside you. They want to do business with you. But you must advance in reality, not merely in appearance. Genuine growth, genuine improvement, genuine progress. Do not fabricate it. Actually become better. Actually develop new skills. Actually deepen your knowledge. Actually strengthen your character. Real advancement is evident. Advance where you currently are before trying to advance elsewhere. Do not wait for a superior position to begin excelling. Excel where you are now. Perform your current work so thoroughly that advancement becomes inevitable. The person who does mediocre work while waiting for a better opportunity will never receive that opportunity. Make your current employer or customers genuinely feel your advancement. Allow them to benefit from your growth. As you become more capable, they receive more value. This makes them invested in your success. They become partners in your advancement. But do not advance at others' expense. Do not diminish competitors to elevate yourself. Real advancement lifts others as it lifts you. You rise and people around you genuinely benefit. This is advancement in harmony with universal law. Your advancement should be undeniable, not because you are announcing it, but because results speak for themselves. Your work improves. Your output increases. Your value grows. People recognize this without you saying anything. This kind of advancement creates natural opportunities. Never discuss your advancement to gain recognition. Allow your results to speak. Demonstrate. Do not merely declare. People respect what they can directly observe, not what you claim. Advance in every dimension, not just financially. Develop your mind. Read, learn, think. Expand your understanding. Develop your body. Exercise. Nourish yourself properly. Build genuine strength. Develop your spirit. Connect with the formless substance. Grow in wisdom. Total advancement creates total wealth. Do not advance in one dimension while neglecting others. The business person who accumulates wealth but destroys their health has not truly advanced. Real advancement means becoming better in all aspects of life. This creates sustainable, genuinely enjoyable wealth. Set clear objectives for your advancement. Where do you want to be in 1 year? What skills do you want to develop? What knowledge do you want to acquire? Specific targets create specific results. Vague intentions produce vague outcomes. Measure your genuine progress. Are you actually advancing? Are you better than you were last month, last year? Be completely honest. If you are not progressing, something requires change. Your thinking, your actions, your approach. Never be content with where you currently are. This does not mean being ungrateful. Be grateful for what you have while reaching for more. Gratitude for the present and genuine desire for the future work together harmoniously. You can appreciate where you are while moving toward something better. The moment you think this is sufficient, you cease growing. And the moment you cease growing, you begin contracting. Life is movement. Wealth is expansion. Never settle. Never stop. Never declare enough. But this is not greed. This is nature. The tree does not stop growing because it is tall enough. The river does not stop flowing because it has traveled far enough. Everything in nature seeks to express more life. You are part of nature. Your desire for more is the universe's desire for fuller expression through you. Inspire advancement in others. Do not retain knowledge for yourself. Do not protect opportunities selfishly. Do not restrain others to secure your own position. Assist others in advancing. Teach what you know. Share what functions. Support people's genuine growth. When you advance others, you advance yourself. Create a culture of genuine growth. Build relationships with other advancing people. Form partnerships based on mutual development. Read every day, even just a few pages. Books contain concentrated wisdom. They compress years of experience into hours of genuine learning. The person who reads 30 minutes daily will acquire more understanding in a year than most people accumulate in a lifetime. Seek honest feedback. Request information about how you can genuinely improve. Listen to criticism without defensiveness. Use feedback as information for growth. The person who cannot accept honest criticism cannot advance. Humility accelerates growth. Practice your skills consistently. Whatever you do, perform it regularly enough to improve measurably. Deliberate practice creates genuine improvement. Make it a daily habit. Celebrate genuine progress. When you improve something meaningful, acknowledge it. This reinforces advancement. It sustains your motivation. But do not celebrate so extensively that you stop moving. Acknowledge your progress, then advance to the next level. You are an advancing person, not because you are exceptional, but because you choose to be. Because you understand that life means growth. Because you align with the fundamental drive of the universe toward greater expression. Keep moving forward every day, in every way, with every action. Never stop, never settle, never plateau. Advance consistently, persistently, powerfully. This is how you remain in harmony with life itself. This is how wealth continues to flow. This is how you fulfill your deepest purpose. Important warnings. You now understand the science of getting rich. You know the principles. You know what to think and how to act. But there are critical warnings you must genuinely absorb. Mistakes that can undermine everything. Traps that catch even people who understand the truth. First warning. Do not announce your plans to everyone. Do not share your vision with people who will not understand. When you discuss your objectives with skeptical people, their doubt affects you. Their negativity enters your mind. Their disbelief weakens your faith. Guard your vision carefully. Share it only with those who genuinely support it. Be selective. Talk with people who believe in you. Discuss with others who are also applying the science. But do not share your dreams with people who will diminish them. Second warning. Do not observe your current circumstances and lose faith. Your present conditions are the result of past thinking. They are not a reflection of what you are creating now. The formless substance is working even when you cannot yet observe results. There is always a delay between thought and manifestation. Do not allow that delay to destroy your certainty. Things might appear to worsen before they improve. Old structures might dissolve to create room for new ones. Do not interpret temporary setbacks as evidence that the principles have failed. Stay concentrated on your vision. Maintain your faith. Keep acting in the certain way. The results will arrive. Third warning. Never compete. The moment you begin thinking competitively, you have left the creative plane and entered the competitive plane. You have disconnected from the formless substance. Competition is fear-based. It assumes scarcity. It concentrates on taking what already exists rather than creating something new. This obstructs your wealth. If you find yourself comparing yourself to others, stop immediately. If you feel jealous of someone else's success, recognize this as competitive thinking and replace it with creative thinking. You create your own opportunities. You do not compete for existing ones. Fourth warning. Do not attempt to use this science to take advantage of others. Do not manipulate. Do not deceive. Do not promise what you cannot genuinely deliver. The universe rewards genuine value creation, not extraction. Only create real value. Only provide authentic benefit. Only give people something that actually improves their lives. Real value creates sustainable wealth. Fabricated value creates temporary gain, followed by inevitable collapse. Build on a foundation of genuine service. Fifth warning: do not allow others to pull you back into poverty thinking. Family members might criticize, friends might question, society might doubt. They will suggest being realistic, settling for less, abandoning your vision. They often mean well, but they are thinking from poverty. Do not allow their thinking to become yours. Protect your consciousness deliberately. Sixth warning: do not abandon the principles when you begin observing results. Some people achieve initial success and believe they can discontinue what created it. They cease thinking in the certain way. They stop acting with faith. They stop giving more than they are compensated for, and they wonder why their success does not endure. The principles that make you wealthy are identical to the principles that sustain your wealth. Do not abandon them at the first sign of progress. Make them your permanent way of being. Seventh warning: do not allow wealth to corrupt you. Money amplifies who you genuinely are. If you are generous, it makes you more generous. If you are selfish, it magnifies that too. Decide now who you will be when you are rich. Commit to using your wealth wisely, to remaining grounded, to serving others, to maintaining your authentic character. Be the kind of wealthy person the world genuinely needs more of. Eighth warning: do not ever lose gratitude. No matter how much wealth you achieve, gratitude is what connected you to the source initially. Gratitude is what keeps the flow open. The moment you take things for granted, the moment you lose genuine appreciation, you begin to disconnect. Stay grateful always. In all circumstances, at all times, for all things. This is not merely a technique. This is a way of life that keeps you in harmony with the universe. Ninth warning: never stop advancing. There is no standing still. You are either advancing or contracting. Even after you achieve your financial objectives, continue growing. Set new goals. Develop new skills. Create new, genuine value. Life is growth. Wealth without growth becomes stagnant. Achievement without advancement loses meaning. Continue moving forward always. 10th warning: do not compromise your integrity. Do not sacrifice your genuine values for money. Do not engage in activities that diminish who you authentically are. Money gained by violating who you are costs more than it is worth. It damages your spirit. It corrupts your character. Only pursue wealth in ways that honor who you truly are, that align with your deepest values, that allow you to rest peacefully, that make you genuinely proud. Wealth with integrity is real wealth. Money without authenticity is poverty in disguise. 11th warning. Remember, this is science, not magic. Results require correct application of principles. If you are not experiencing results, you are not applying the principles correctly. Do not blame the science. Examine your thinking honestly. Examine your actions. Find where you are deviating from the principles and make the necessary correction. Are you genuinely holding your vision clearly? Are you truly thinking in the certain way? Are you authentically acting with faith? Are you sincerely giving more than you are compensated for? If not, you understand why results are not arriving. Fix your application. The principles function when applied correctly. 12th warning. Do not rush the process. Trust the timing. The formless substance is creating your vision, but it operates on its own precise timeline. Impatience generates anxiety. Anxiety generates doubt. Doubt obstructs manifestation. Hold your vision. Take right action. Trust the process completely. Allow it to unfold naturally. Final warning. Do not make this complicated. The science is straightforward. Think in a certain way. Act in a certain way. Give more value than you receive. Advance consistently. Stay genuinely grateful. Maintain authentic faith. These are not complex. Do not overthink them. Do not construct elaborate rituals. Simply do the uncomplicated things consistently. Simple principles applied consistently surpass complex strategies applied occasionally. Keep it simple. Keep it clear. Keep it consistent. This is sufficient. These warnings are not meant to create fear. They are meant to protect you. They are meant to sustain your momentum. They are meant to help you avoid the mistakes that stop others from reaching their potential. Heed them. Remember them. Apply them faithfully. Your success depends on it. The science functions. The principles are genuine. The path is clear. Walk it carefully, wisely, faithfully. Here at Elite Success Audiobooks, as this audiobook reaches its conclusion, we want to leave you with one final quantum anchor that connects directly to everything Wallace D. Wattles has shared. In consciousness research and the study of resonant field frequencies, the number 963 is recognized across multiple traditions as the activation frequency, the signal of a person transitioning from potential to genuine expression, from understanding to consistent application. It represents the moment when intellectual comprehension becomes lived reality, when the science stops being something you know and becomes something you genuinely are. If these 15 sciences and their warnings have shifted not just how you think about wealth, but how you intend to move through the world from this moment forward, If you feel the formless substance beginning to respond to a new quality of thought within you, type 963 in the comments right now. That number tells us this content has accomplished what it was designed to achieve. It tells us you are not simply a passive listener, but someone who is genuinely beginning to think in a certain way, act in a certain way, and claim the wealth that the science guarantees. And it helps Elite Success Audiobooks continue producing content that reaches people at the level where genuine transformation becomes not just possible, but inevitable. The science is yours. The principles are yours. The wealth is yours. Begin now.